Welcome to the Sandro channel. Make sure that you subscribe.
Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans, and today we're going to be talking about the ongoing disaster that is Velma. If you guys aren't familiar with this show, Velma, it's coming out on January 12th, which is tomorrow. I'm actually filming this on January 11th, and it is a prequel. Okay, let me give you a little backstory here if you're not familiar with it. It is going to be a sort of a prequel to the Scooby Doo story. Basically, it's kind of like, you know, just before the usual Scooby Doo series that we usually see where, you know, Fred, Daphne, Velma, Scooby, and Shaggy, they're already together. They already have the Mystery Machine, right? They already have the company, I guess Mystery Incorporated, right? So this is kind of a prequel, like when they were in their high school years. It's a rated R show. It is rated R. We do see a couple scenes for this commercial because it's on YouTube. They actually had to do some nifty little things here to block certain things out. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna break down the trailer without actually playing it because they are copyright striking. And yeah, so that's what it is. It's a prequel, so Scooby Doo is not in the series. I think one of the big mysteries of the show, and by the way, I'm not watching this show. I'm not even going to do a hate watch. I'm just boycotting the show. I will not watch it. This is it. I'm watching the trailer and I'm going about my merry way. I cannot support this garbage. But basically, yeah, I believe the plot is that they're gonna find some connections that lead to something called Scooby Doo. They don't know what Scooby Doo is, and maybe towards the end, maybe they'll find like a facility where they're keeping the talking dog Scooby Doo. I don't know, but it is sort of a prequel show, so I'm assuming by the end of this show, assuming it doesn't get canceled, which it probably will. I'm assuming they're probably going to get the Mystery Machine. They're going to have all the members together, including Scooby-Doo, and they're going to start becoming detectives by opening Mystery Incorporated. That's what I would expect of a prequel for Scooby-Doo. And, you know, I wonder if we'll see Scrappy. Probably not. But, you know, I always tell you guys, I'm a Scrappy fan. I like Scrappy-Doo. What the heck? Yeah, they never show Scrappy anymore. It makes me really sad. They even did that documentary series, like I talked about it. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I did a review of it, and they were about to talk about Scrappy-Doo's history, and then they cut away, and they never actually talk about Scrappy-Doo. Even during a documentary about, you know, celebrating Scooby-Doo, they still didn't talk about Scrappy. Really sucks, man. I really hate the treatment poor Scrappy got, but, you know, these days... These days, Velma is getting worse treatment than Scrappy-Doo, the man himself. Velma has had a rough time. We've seen the character, you know, in one movie they made her Asian. They made that Scoob 3D movie, which was kind of a weird, you know, Hanna-Barbera universe reboot. We've seen her there where she was Spanish. You know, we've seen, there was a Halloween special. You guys seen it from just a few months ago in Halloween where they actually made Velma gay. They actually made her a lesbian. And she had a crush on some weird Coco, brown skin, whatever your person of color character there. Whatever, what was it? Coco Diablo, some shit like that. Just another woke trash movie that I didn't watch. And this time, what's her name? Mindy Kaling? I think that's her name, right? Mindy. I talked about this in my previous video. Mindy Kaling, right? Yeah, with her garbage show, Velma, right? Velma. This is the new show. This is her, right? Yeah, Mindy Kaling. So this is her, and she self-inserted herself as Velma, as you guys could clearly see right here. She literally self-inserted herself. This is supposed to be her. This is her, Mindy Kaling, and in this series, Velma, I believe, is being portrayed as sort of an Indian or something like that. So every time. They are really just wanting to wash Velma's original character away. You know, it's really sad. We can't even have like a good old classic Scooby-Doo gang without them trying to replace the characters. And this show is a disaster. They went full woke and broke here, folks. If you guys seen that old, not too old, but like a year or two ago, Marvel had the, oh my god, what was it called? The New Warriors, remember? I did a video just a few days ago talking about them, where they had the guy with the internet gas, and then they had Snowflake and Safe Space, and there was another one that was like a fat Dora Explorer. It was just ridiculous, right? And that people said that was one of the wokest things they've ever seen. This cartoon is so disaster level. We might have a new contender here, folks. We might have a new contender. This trailer just released 8 hours ago. Already 15,000 dislikes. Just in case you guys were wondering, there is an app that you can go. I think it's called like Restore YouTube Dislikes. You could go to the Chrome. Go type on Chrome and type that in, and you could download it, and it'll actually show you the dislike ratio once again. And it's by the way, did you guys also notice the comments are gone? I was about to get to that, but yes, they knew that it was going to be such a shitstorm backlash. They had comments down from day one. The minute this trailer released, people had footage of it. They got footage of it. It was down. The comments, they are not letting people talk about this because they know it'll just be an absolute disaster if they let people talk. But you know, people are talking on Twitter. They're saying it's one of the garbagest show ever. I already checked Rotten Tomatoes here. Right now, it's currently rotten with only 7. That's not a lot. Again, it does release tomorrow, so only the critics, right? At the time I'm making this video, only the critics have actually seen this. And they are saying it's rotten. I've already seen this review from, what is this, Variety.com here. HBO Max's Velma can't scare up a reason to exist. TV review. So Variety completely smacking this trash down here. Basically saying, why does this exist? Nobody knows. Like, who is this for? Who is this actually for? It's not for children because it's rated R. Shows scenes of gore. It literally shows a character's dick in this, like later on. We're going to see it. It's blacked out. It is blacked out because they had to follow YouTube's guidelines, but like, so it's not for children. The original Scooby Doo fans, the fans of the original Scooby Doo are going to say, you replaced all the characters. We're going to talk about that in just a second once I start, showcasing you guys what they've done to your fan favorite characters from the original Scooby Doo. So it's not for the original Scooby Doo fans, not for any of the children here. Like, who could this possibly be for? If it's not for the original fans, if it's not for like children, like who is watching this? Scooby Doo predominantly. A lot of these Hanna-Barbera cartoons were aimed at children. Who's supposed to be watching this? Adults that think it's like like woke adult. Like, who is this for? Woke Twitter? Like what? Like Tumblr fans? Is this must be the Tumblr show? Because I don't know who in the world would be watching this trash. Now, I truly cannot believe that they wasted animation of this it is quality animation, I have to say, compared to some of the other garbage we've been getting from Netflix and even HBO Max itself. They go and waste the animation budget on this garbage. I truly cannot believe or fathom that they would waste such great animation on this. If they wanted to make a show like Mystery Incorporated, which I stand by, that was a good show. I know that James Gunn came out a while back. I think it was a year ago, and or maybe it was 2 years ago. He came out and basically said, if there was a season 3 of Mystery Incorporated, they were actually planning to make Velma gay in that show there, but they never did it. Apparently there were some hints towards it in the show, but we never actually got to see it. So I actually think that's a good thing. It was a show aimed at kids or teenagers, and I actually respect when they don't put that stuff aimed at children. If you want to do a mature show like Family Guy, or you want to go all the way like this is a rated R show. This is where you would do like the homosexual relationships and stuff like that. Something like South Park, where we've seen it before, right? But yeah, this is where you would do that kind of thing in this type of show. And we do see Daphne and Velma like blushing at each other. So maybe they made her gay here again. I don't know. But, it's just shocking at what's been happening to Scooby Doo. They've been destroying it, especially Velma. Velma has gotten it worse. Velma has taken more shit than Scrappy Doo at this point. We can't just have Velma. We can't have the characters we love anymore. They have to be woke washed, is what the word I would use to describe them. which is just so sad, folks. It's just so sad. So we have a 2-minute trailer here. Again, it is, I'll read the description really fast. Velma is an adult animated comedy series telling the origin story of Velma Dinkley, the unsung and underappreciated brains of the Scooby Doo Mystery Gang Inc. The original and humorous spin unmasks the complex and colorful past of one of America's beloved mystery solvers. So this is the complex and colorful past of one of America's beloved mystery solvers. She's so beloved that they straight up let Mindy Kaling over there make an OC, basically. A self-insert. That's how beloved she is. They literally let Mindy Kaling destroy Velma. It really goes to show how much HBO Max cares about Velma. They don't. That's the trick question there. Velma streams January 12th only on HBO Max. So that, again, coming out tomorrow. And let's get into this here, folks. We're going to get... so, again, I'm not going to play it. But, boy, is it bad. So, here's the... by the way... Okay, so let's... let's start... Wait, hold on. Let me pause it. Let me go through here. Okay, so this is... Let me... There it is. Okay, so here's what they did at Daphne. So, this is the Indian Velma here. This is the Indian Velma. We then have, so Daphne got changed into an Asian of some kind here. Her last name is not, usually her name is Daphne Blake. They actually changed her name to be, her last name to be something else, so it sounds Asian-like. So they destroyed Velma, they destroyed Daphne. We then have Shaggy, who is now a black guy. He doesn't sound like a stoner. Normally, whenever you hear Shaggy, you think of this like high-pitched, guy that's always hungry. He's like Zoink Scoob. He's like Zoink Scoob. We gotta get out of here and grab a sandwich. No, he has a very low voice. If you guys were to play the trailer, the link is going to be in the description down below. If you were to play the trailer, you would hear he has a very deep voice. He sounds nothing like Shaggy. He is now going by the name Norville. I actually covered this in a previous video, talking about how they've been destroying poor Scooby Doo with this garbage franchise here. And again, I truly cannot believe they wasted the quality of animation that we have in this show on this garbage woke show. I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. Then we have Fred. Okay, then we have Fred. Now, hold on a sec. I want to go... I saw something online that was like, Velma plot leak. It was something like this, right? The plot leak. That's a YouTube video. Hold on. Let's see. Is there an image of it? Is there an image of the plot leak? Probably not, right? Bitshoot.com. Yeah, there's been a leak where they kind of like, maybe I could, whose video is this? Maybe I could just piggyback off this. Yellow Flash 2. Let's see if we can, yeah, right here. Okay. So thank you. Shout outs to Yellow Flash 2. You guys should go subscribe to him. Great guy. I was already subscribed, and great stuff there. At Crystal Cove High School. Daphne Constance Wu. So Daphne is now an Asian, is a popular mean girl orphan. She's an orphan now, which is also very unusual. Usually in the Scooby-Doo series, her father is very rich, and her mother is usually portrayed as a bit of a trophy wife, Usually her dad is like a pompous rich guy. The mother is a bit of a trophy wife who's also, living the rich life. And her last name is no longer Blake. Constance Wu. What trash. Is a popular mean girl orphan who deals drugs because of a dark family secret, okay? So they're trying to reel you in with this garbage, right? Her boyfriend, Fred, so this is not Velma's boyfriend, this is Daphne's boyfriend. Her boyfriend, Fred, Glenn Horton, personifies mediocre white richness. Okay, so we have Daphne, who... I'm assuming she's not rich here because she's dealing drugs. But meanwhile, for some reason, Fred is now the rich white guy. So they're really, taking some pot shots at Fred being the only white character here, as you would expect of the garbage comedic stylings of Mindy Kaling. What a shock. What a shock, right? In fact, there was like an actor that came out like yesterday, and he was talking about how he's not allowed to get villain roles because Hollywood only wants to cast white people as villains, which is just so shocking to hear that. I don't even know what to say anymore. Woke Hollywood deserves to burn to the fucking ground. But yeah, so here we go. He personifies mediocre white richness. His mansion holds a dark secret, and so everybody has a dark secret here. His mansion holds a dark secret, and he has a teeny whittle privates. So apparently he has a small dick, and if you guys watch the trailer, he does mention mentions like I have a condition, like he yells like I have a condition at a certain part, and I'm assuming I'm assuming that people throughout the show are going to be joking that he has a small dick or something, because the writers here are just the bottom of the barrel trash. A subject of much conversation. So there you go. Everyone's talking subject of much conversation. So he has a tiny dick, and that's his gimmick. He's a rich, privileged white guy with a small dick. This is woke Hollywood at its finest. Shaggy has become Norville, Sam Richardson, a school newspaper striver, friend zoned by his beloved Velma. So it's I don't know, friend zoned by his. So it seems like Velma is going to be interested in Norville here. Which is kind of unusual, because in the trailer, we do see Velma blushing at Daphne, which I thought they were going to go for the gay. They literally just made like Velma gay in the Halloween thing. I thought that was going to be permanent going forward, knowing these woke trash Warner Bros. Executives. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows how they'll destroy Velma and Scooby Doo next? He worries that he's a beta male. Remember that lame concept from 20 years ago? So, oh my god, yeah, it's just trash. So, did I read this wrong? A subject of much conversation. Shaggy has become Norville, a school newspaper striving friend zoned by his beloved Velma. Shaggy is going to be worrying that he's a beta male. Remember that lame humor concept for 20... Like, what the fuck is this writing? Like, please let this be fake, but it looks real, because we now have the trailer, and he is a pompous... And again, he does mention later in the trailer, he's like, I have a condition, and he's very, apparent about that. But yeah, so there you go. What do we got? What's this guy? So he's, what is he looking up here? Are drugs destroying our school? So there you go. He does work at the newspaper. So that basically confirms the leaks from like yesterday. So that's already out the window here. It's too late to go back. We have a mic drop from Velma. So we're going back to the mic drop. Do you guys remember when the Powerpuff Girls reboot came out? And they were just doing a bunch of memes, like no me. Who doesn't remember Bubbles? No me gusta. Fucking. And then the creepiest one was they had I think it was Bubbles and Blossom twerking with a panda, and these are kindergarteners. My God. So very creepy shit here. And I don't know what the hell's going on here. She's electrocuting herself. Somehow this doesn't kill her. Again, more terrible writing. I guess she plays the piccolo, or is that a flute or something? I don't know. History of Fog. Okay. Here's the garbage new characters. We got small dick pompous Fred, Asian Daphne, who's an orphan that deals drugs, and Black Shaggy, who thinks he thinks he's a beta male, or I don't fucking know. He's a drug addict beta male. There you go. That's what we're calling Norville here. There's mysteries of some kind here that she's putting together. Crystal Mines. So we're kind of getting vibes of like, what was it called? Mystery Incorporated, right? That was a great show from Cartoon Network. That was a great show. We're getting these vibes. We're seeing some locations here, like Crystal Mines. We're seeing some maps here. They're trying to really build this into a series. I just think it's going to have such a backlash. Like, we're not going to see, and that's a good thing. This needs to get canceled ASAP. I can't believe that Warner Bros. Has shelved so many projects, and this garbage was not written off as a tax write-off. Literally, Scoob Holiday, they actually did that. Scoob Holiday Haunt was a tax write-off. They wrote off Scoob Holiday Haunt, a movie that could have gone into movie theaters and actually made the money, as opposed to this garbage, which is just going to sit on HBO Max, probably won't sell much merchandise, and will fade off into obscurity, being a woke trash show. of 2023. That's how they'll remember this one. Just a woke trash show with actually half decent animation from 2023 in the future. Let's keep going. So here's they actually had to censor this for YouTube, but in previous posts, the original poster of the show actually showed it, and it does. She actually has her brain cut out, like somebody cracked open her head, and when she falls out of her locker, you actually do see her brains. But they had to cover that up for YouTube because this is a rated R show, of course. So yeah, there's that. We get some garbage faces here. We got these two chatting. We got Norville just being a stoned beta cuck over here. We got Fred. So there you go. If you needed to know if Fred was a rich guy in this one, golden phone specifically. So that's something we haven't really seen from Fred in a previous series. I don't think we ever seen him portrayed as being like super wealthy. He was I like Fred. I like what they usually do with Fred. They usually just make him a very innocent, he's just a very innocent guy, and he's really obsessed with traps. That's his gimmick. But here they really wanted to take his character traits, take him round the shed, and shoot him, just destroy the character here, and. Yeah, this is the part where he's like, yeah, I have a condition, which seems to allude that the leak there about him having a small dick and that being a running joke, just trash writing, and it seems to be true. We got more here. We got more here. Daphne making some garbage faces. Here we have two guys making out because they can't help themselves. And, it is a rated R show. That's where you'd see it. Principal has to be black, of course. The two cops here are going to be white, or it looks like it. What do we have here? More garbage. One of the original Scooby Doo villains. I can't remember. Was this the scuba diver? What was his name? Is it just the scuba diver? I have no clue. But very interesting stuff. High school can be murder. We got some ghost-looking characters coming out of portraits here. But I don't think it's real. I don't think this is going to be a show where they actually show real ghosts. I think she just did some drugs. I think Shaggy or Norville or whatever gave her some weed. They mentioned weed a couple times. So maybe Velma does weed for the first time and she's tripping out and sees ghosts. Here's a garbage scene where Fred, he's like, if I press this block in, it'll open a secret passageway. Then it crumbles on them. Oh, God. What the fuck? Oh, they butchered Daphne. Our girl Daphne will never be the same after this one. Oh boy. I almost forgot this. Remember how I mentioned the Powerpuff Girls was using memes from the past? So we already seen a mic drop. And by the way, she twerks too. It wasn't enough to see that in She-Hulk a few weeks ago. But Velma, who doesn't want Indian Velma twerking in the mirror with herself? Oh my God. Just garbage. More electrocutions here. What's going on with this show and why is everybody getting electrocuted and not dying? Like, what the hell is going on? We got a ghost here of some kind. Again, is this really happening, or is Velma just tripping out on like some kind of drugs? We don't know. We got some more scenes here. Half naked Daphne. Again, it is a rated R show. Let's see here. More scenes. Here's the scene where Daphne and Velma blush at each other. So maybe they are going to make her gay after all. I don't know. It seems like they were in the leaks. It says that she was going to have a relationship with like Shaggy, but they'll probably keep this bisexual relationship in the back door here or something. Knowing them. Let's keep going. Mindy Kaling is Velma. Literally put herself in the show and ruined Scooby Doo. What garbage. Oh my God. So we just have the roll call here. Daphne killing someone. We got some character. I've never seen this character. I don't know who that is. Probably a newcomer for the series here. We got a little bit more. At the end here, they talk about drugs. I feel like I missed that scene or did I miss that scene? I must have missed that scene. There was a scene somewhere where like it showed a dude's it was somewhere around like those school children, right? Somewhere around here, I think. Let's see. It showed like a half naked dude at some point, but they actually black out like his dick. So, yeah. Oh wait, it was right there. Yeah. So this dude pulls down his trousers, and so I'm assuming when you go watch the show, you'll actually see his gonads there. Oh my god. Who is this for? Oh my dear God, folks, who is this for? You answer me that. Like, who in the fuck is going to be watching this garbage? I have to dislike it. It's simply the most garbage show we've seen in a while. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but this show has 2 trailers. I did a review, or do you guys remember that? I actually did a video on that. And in the previous video, she attacks the fans. Mindy Kaling as Velma, which is basically Mindy Kaling, literally attacks fans of Scooby Doo. You guys can go watch that video if you want. But this is I'm gonna put the trailer in the comments down below. You guys can go watch this for yourself. I don't recommend it, but if you want to press that down, go press the downvote button here, the dislike button. And, dislike this shit into oblivion. Send the message to Warner Bros. That we don't want garbage like this. We like the animation. I like the animation, but I can't believe they wasted it on frickin' Mindy Kaling and her garbage woke Velma show. I truly cannot believe it, folks. But this is Warner Bros. Now. This is Warner Bros. This is the entertainment industry. Just woke trash piling up on each other. And I hope they go broke. I hope some of these companies go broke. They have to restructure and come back with actual quality stuff that we want to see. That's my dream. And that's going to be the end of the video. So please comment down below on a scale of 1 to 10, how disinterested in this garbage are you? Let me know. Are you going to be watching it? Are you going to be hate watching it? Where you already know it's going to be trash, so you're going to watch it. I'm not watching any of this garbage. I've had enough supporting these garbage shows. I'm done. But let me know if you guys are going to be watching it. And let me know if they ever find Scooby Doo. Because this is supposed to be a prequel. So I'm assuming in the last episode, they're going to find Scooby or something. Let me know what happens with the plot. But that's going to be the end of it. So yeah, please like, please share, please subscribe. And why not watch an ad for your boy Sandro? Thank you guys so much. Peace out. Bye-bye.